Hurricane-force winds and tidal surges have killed at least 7 people in northern Europe, flooded parts of Hamburg and left thousands of homes without electricity. The storm, called Xaver, blew a tree onto a car in Poraj, northern Poland, killing 3 people inside. The storm also caused 2 deaths in the UK, 1 in Sweden and 1 in Denmark. Dozens of flights have been cancelled, hitting travelers at Berlin Tegel, Copenhagen, and smaller airports. Many rail and ferry services were also cut in Germany and Scandinavia. There is severe disruption in southern Sweden, with all rail services cancelled in the Skane region. Planes have been grounded at Sturup Airport and Gothenburg's Landvetter Airport, Radio Sweden reports. Fallen trees have blocked many roads in southern Sweden and heavy snow is adding to the chaos. More than 1,000 people spent the night at Copenhagen Airport. In eastern England about 10,000 homes were evacuated in Norfolk and Suffolk. Several homes collapsed into the sea at Hemsby when the storm battered the clifftop. The Thames barrier was closed for a second day to protect London from the surge. Many schools have been closed across the north of Poland and Germany. Winds gusted at nearly 150 km per hour, 93 miles per hour, in northern Germany. In Poland at least 400,000 homes are without electricity because of severed power lines. Thousands of homes were also left without power in Sweden and Norway on Friday, the Associated Press news agency reports. The port of Hamburg, which handles a huge amount of European trade, was shut overnight, but has now reopened. Hamburg has experienced its biggest tidal surges since the 1960s. The city's fish market and some streets by the river Elbe were flooded. The river there rose 6 m, 20 feet, above its average level, and the authorities are warning of a fresh surge expected on Friday evening. There was also limited flooding in the Netherlands. Officials say the sea dikes withstood the onslaught. A woman died in Denmark after a lorry was blown over. The Øresund Road rail bridge, linking Copenhagen in Denmark with Malmö in southern Sweden, has reopened. It had been closed on Thursday evening amid high winds. Workers boarded up the windows of the Viking ship museum at Roskilde, just west of Copenhagen, fearing the high winds would shatter the glass. In Scotland, a lorry driver was killed on Thursday when his vehicle was blown over near Edinburgh. A man was crushed by a falling tree in Nottinghamshire, central England. On Thursday, winds of up to 228 km per hour, 142 miles per hour, battered Scotland. England's east coast experienced its worst tidal surge in 60 years, while in North Wales residents had to be rescued by lifeboat crews. 2 sailors were reportedly swept overboard from a ship 22 kilometers, 14 miles, off the southern Swedish coast, and air-sea rescue services failed to find them. In the low-lying Netherlands, the eastern Scheldt storm surge barrier was closed off for the first time in 6 years. Dutch authorities said they had issued the highest possible flood warning for 4 areas in the north. There was some flooding in Dordrecht and Rotterdam. But rail services are generally running normally in the Netherlands, the NOS news agency reports. In Schleswig-Holstein, North Germany, many rail services have been halted. Fallen trees are littering railway lines. On Thursday, dozens of flights were cancelled at Amsterdam Schiphol Airport, but now Schiphol is back on schedule, NOS reports.